Hello everyone and welcome to the joinDOTA League Season 2. This is the America region, Division 1, and this is going to be the second game of a two-game series between Sneaky Nyx Assassins and Maruchan. This is just for the round-robin group stages that only affect the standings, and Sneaky Nyx Assassins, after a long drawn-out last game of out-farming Maruchan, were eventually able to overtake the Death Prophet with their Invoker and Luna that just basically out-carried the Viper and the Death Prophet. So, Maruchan already taking a separate approach to this draft. They're going to be banning out Invoker right away, and they're going to be taking out Batrider as well. I cannot remember the other hero that they had banned first in the last game, but they're going to be taking priorities and not leaving Invoker in the pool, whereas Sneaky Nyx Assassins, they will once again be banning out Lycan and Naga Siren in a different order this time, maybe seeing if they banned the Naga Siren first. Basically, they were hoping maybe Maruchan was going to be able to ban, or they're going to get away with Maruchan banning Lycan, using their ban on Lycan, because it would have been a dire side Lycan if SNA wanted to pick it up first. But since they banned the Invoker, Sneaky Nyx Assassins said, okay, we don't want to play against the Lycan, and they waste their second ban on it, hoping they would have been able to get it on something else, such as a Potom. But SNA, they go for their signature Disruptor, even though it won't be Whitebeard playing it. And Maruchan immediately respond with the Shadow Demon Potom, and Sneaky Nyx Assassins, they go for the Treant Protector. In the last game, Treant Protector didn't really do too much. I mean, even though he had living armor, the towers went down, you know, pretty easily. That's just the power of Lunar Blessing and Liquid Fire, having the right clicks and then being able to pretty much dispel all the living armor charges basically right away. However, Potom, just a hero that's just so freaking good in this patch. She is incredible for what she provides to her team. She's very good in lane. She scales, not the best in the late game, but she still scales very well for what she provides in the mid and early stages of the game. And the combination with the Shadow Demon, a lot of people were addicted to Bane Potom, and then they were like, wait a second, Shadow Demon is a better hero, and also if you can just land the Disruption Arrow, which if you're playing at this level you should be able to, just pretty much without fail. It's a guaranteed stun as opposed to Bane's, because any smart players, whenever they're playing against the Bane Potom, one of them gets nightmared, and then they just switch the aggro and then dodge the arrow. Easy enough. So Shadow Demon as well, just he scales really well in the late game. He has the Purge, which goes to BKB. If he decides to max, the Shadow Poison does 1,000 damage, even if potentially at level 7. And Soul Catcher just helps your whole team do more damage, especially paired with something like Invoker or another heavy nuke, maybe something like a Venomancer as well. Damage over time is pretty ridiculous. So I think Shadow Demon provides a lot more for his team than Bane. So SNA, they're going to pick ban out the Wraith King. Don't want to face that again. IX Mike Starks here are going to be denied to him. Was not picked up in the first phase, so Maruchan going to go ahead and ban that. But SNA, they ban an OD, which to Maruchan is going to flag out that maybe they want to pick an int hero mid. So they're trying to decide which one, and they're going to actually, okay, they're going to ban Brewmaster. So Brewmaster isn't an int hero, but still pretty heavily countered by OD in the mid lane, just because you have basically no mana pool to do anything, and it's very difficult to get any last hits. And Brewmaster is one of those heroes that doesn't really just farm. He needs to go ahead and be active early. So Maruchan going to make sure they take that out, and I think they read that correctly. So with this next pickup, SNA, they need all three of their cores. There could be a block pick here from Maruchan, I think. Okay, they're going to pick up the Centaur. So very aggressive already out of the gate. Potom and Centaur, two of the most aggressive heroes in this patch. Centaur very hard to harass out of lane. The Stampede does a lot. The burst damage is not really that respected still, I think. Double Edge 400 damage is a lot, especially at level 3. I think it's 300 damage. Let me check. 325 damage. So in lane at level 5, he can just, if you're below 325 health, which is basically like a third health for most heroes, he can just kill you. And with the Stomp and the Double Edge, pretty easy. So, not to mention he provides a lot for his team as well. SNA, we'll see if they go for something like a Timber Saw here. I think that could be pretty good. Basically get him one-on-one with a Centaur, plus he's very powerful with living armor. They could go for something like a Weaver. They could go for a Dire Side Templar Assassin. Really, their draft is very open. The Tree and Disruptor go very, very well together. Whether they want to go Wombo with the team fight or what, it remains to be seen, and that's why they're taking so much time deciding what they need to do, just because they have so many options out there. burning through almost all their bonus time. We do see usually this does take the longest amount of time. Everyone just takes this this amount of time to really solidify their draft. It's kind of stuck after the third pick most of the time. Really hard to adjust when you only have 2 more heroes to pick up. So, going to be a Potom mid. Gyrocopter going to be coming on up for Centaur Warrunner. After Sneaking Nyx Assassin, going to be going for the Nature's Prophet. Dire Side Nature's Prophet, pretty good. TP into Roche. IX Mike does play this hero very well. He does have a weird dip in the mid game where he's great in the laning phase because he can always TP in or throw his ultimate to add an extra hero to the fights, and it's a lot of damage. And then later in the game, he stalls, becomes a semi-carry in the late game. Obviously, between 12 and 16 minutes around that area, it's kind of weak because he kind of goes for a Hand of Midas and then needs another item on top of that. So,
Radiant team ban.
Going to be some pretty good mobility as well as team fight coming out and good lanes in general. I think Sneaking Nyx Assassin is just kind of going for a good all-around draft. With all the cores on the table, they feel safe to pick up a Puck. I think they were intending to pick this up with that OD ban. So Puck provides a lot of control, and Weaver going to be banned out. I was thinking that might have been a Weaver. Weaver kind of, I don't think Maruchan would have the tools to really deal with a Weaver, minus trying to burst him down with his Centaur as well as the Gyrocopter spells. So they're going to be banning that out. As far as the last support coming from Maruchan, I'm feeling Venomancer. I don't know why. I'm feeling Venomancer. I'm still so freaking surprised that AA has been ignored in all the freaking games tonight, but AA is really, really good with this lineup, the global presence as well as the laning. And it's also pretty squishy heroes, especially Puck. And Nature's Prophet, pretty squishy in his own right. It also negates trying to save people with Living Arm. But they banned a Dazzle. Dazzle kind of annoying to deal with, especially with Shadow Demon. The Weave would be really annoying. And it's still a good ban. Shadow Demon Dazzle works pretty well, just the same as Shadow Demon Venomancer or Shadow Demon AA. So for the last pick, they can really do whatever they want. And okay, it's support Potom, roaming Shadow Demon Potom. They go ahead and go with a Dragon Knight. Whether that is a bit of an audible to say, okay, well, we want to make sure that Dragon Knight does well against the Puck mid. It kind of goes in Puck's favor until Dragon Knight hits level 6, but the initiation and team fight control is ridiculous so far coming out from Maruchan. Sneaking Nyx Assassins, really all they have is the Puck, because that's a core hero that's going to be pretty mobile and have the spells to control pretty early. Whereas the Maruchan, they need a bit more, and they go with the Drow Ranger. So that's why they were taking so much time. They wanted to decide if they're going to be going for this Drow Ranger strat or not, and I think it works out pretty well. Unfortunately, they didn't pick up a Visage early enough. I think that would have been... I mean, I guess they just didn't really plan until the third pick, but Drow Ranger going to be working out. You got 3 cores that are ranged, so Nature's Prophet going to be doing a lot of damage. Puck going to be doing a lot of right-click as well. The only melee being Fluff and stuff on the Tree and Protector, but still also possibility from very early Roche, as Drow can do that pretty much as soon as she has 1 level of Marksmanship, a Helm of the Dominator, and 1 level and maxed out Precision Aura. So the push is going to be really good too as well. When you apply the Precision Aura to creeps whenever Nature's Prophet split pushing, going to be ridiculous. So without any further ado, let's introduce the teams. The losers of the last game looking to bounce back in this one. We're going to be having Zuni on the Shadow Demon. It's going to be Lice on the offlane as the Centaur Warrunner. Following up is going to be Sweet MC. Oh, it's a support Gyrocopter. Okay, support Gyro. Support Gyro is legit, but it's going to be support Gyrocopter played by Sweet MC. On the carry as the Marana, it's going to be Stilo, and going in the mid lane as Davion the Dragon Knight, it's going to be open bracket, close bracket. I know he has an actual name, but apparently that's what he wants to be called. Anyway, on the side of Sneaking Nyx Assassins, the victors of the last game and certainly the favorites in this matchup. Let's see if they're able to do it this game with this Drow Ranger strat. It's going to be Fluff and Stuff on the Tree and Protector, Lust as well on the Disruptor, trying to play the role of Whitebeard. IX Mike going to be on the Furion, currently just sitting in the jungle. Looks like he's going to be going in the safe lanes. He does have boots first. In the mid lane as the Puck, the Fairy Dragon, it's going to be SNA, and as the carry Drow Ranger, we're going to have Esh. So it looks like the we'll go offensive tri-lane. What Drow hat is this? I have not seen this Drow hat ever.
The battle begins.
The Sentinel Hood. As Drow Ranger is a Sentinel hero. She's not a Scourge hero, right? Yeah, I think so. regardless. Regardless, it looks like there was trying to be a bit of a sneakiness coming out from both Heflatv and Lust. Trying to see if they could get a first blood, but Haystern picked up level 1 by SweetMC. Connect Field's going to zone him out. Totally fine. So Stylo currently just one-on-one against Ush. Should be favoring Ush as he will have the better damage. He has a little bit worse of an animation, but still any good player is going to be able to deal with that, such as Ush definitely is. He did get Frost Arrows level 1, so doesn't have the precision aura advantage, so he'll be totally fine. SweetMC, he's got the Rocket Barrage. I mean, they don't really care, I don't think. Heflatv does need to hit level 2 before they have the living armor to really start trading. It looks like it's just going to be dual lanes. Support Gyro. Heflatv, he's manning up. He's got the Leech Seed. He's got the boots first as well. SweetMC, though, he's got another Rocket Barrage. Arrow's going to fly. He's going to be missing Heflatv, though. So they'll be just fine, kind of just exchanging blows here. So we don't see support Gyro too much, but, well, okay. SweetMC taking a lot of damage. They're going to rotate Zuni down here, recognizing how aggressive this is. There's a disruption, going to be the Rocket Barrage as well, but Kinetic Field going to be zoning him out. Is there an arrow? Yes, there is. Long range arrow. They're going to be using Leap instead. One right click. Arrow. Oh, Fluff. Oh, he barely dodges it. Barely dodges it. And the mid lane, well, Puck in the early levels is going to be able to definitely out-harass the Dragon Knight. She has really good damage, especially now that Drow has gotten a level in precision aura. So SNA, he's hitting pretty hard. He's hitting it for about 70 right now. So still, no first bloods just yet. Just a lot of action, a lot of wounds being licked, but no deaths being mourned. But IX Mike, he's looking to farm the woods. They're just going to rotate here. Going to be putting Ush in the safe lane against the Centaur. He's being chased, though. Let's see, 350 move speed versus 350. Yeah, he's totally fine. And it looks like they're going to be throwing just Lust in the offlane to take some experience. And IX Mike, well, SweetMC, wait, what are you doing behind here? Oh, he was going for the courier. And IX Mike is able to get the first blood. So kind of cute play going there, but IX Mike able to punish that with the teleport. So it looks like supports are just going to farm bottom. It looks like IX Mike will just be the jungler. I mean, super greed mode, but it looks like in its current state they aren't going to be able to punish these lanes. And if more supports rotated down here, well then all of a sudden you just rotate IX Mike, totally fine. So I like Sneaky Nyx Assassin's decision to do with what they're doing with their lanes right now, because they're going to be able to get so much more out of the map at this point in time at the very least. Zuni, he's coming up top. He's going to be trying to zone out Ush, and well, Ush has boots, so he'll be totally fine. In the mid lane, Puck doing a little bit better than Dragon Knight. Still Dragon Knight 12 for 2, getting most of those with Breathe Fire last hits. Support's being zoned out in the bottom lane. This dual support, they're like, hey, we're both getting farm. Let's just fight each other for it. Getting experience that they don't normally get. IX Mike's still just farming the jungle, going for his hand of money before his phase boots. Drow actually going to be farming the jungle a bit too. Doesn't want to die to Soul Catcher Double Edge, which does a lot of freaking damage. So, still, camp's starting to be stacked. It's actually going to be spotted here by Fluff and stuff. Don't know if he's going to report that to the team if they're going to try to steal it, but he looks like he wants to make a move on mid lane, as Puck did just... no, it hasn't hit level 6 just yet. Saying maybe if Puck hit level 6, but it's only 4 minutes in the game, and IX Mike farming the enemy jungle. That's what you do, buddy. I'm surprised he didn't come up to the cliff like he would in the Puck game. Zuni has his own boots. Everyone's just roaming. It's just musical lanes. Fluff and stuff, he was looking for a courier, but he gets spotted by the creep wave, and now the courier will probably take a better path. And now this Snao is so cute. I actually don't know what that says. But Zuni is going to be catching Fluff. Soul Catcher Disruption is there. There is a Dragon Tail as well. And the Rocket to follow. And, well, Fluff is dead. That was 3 heroes against him. IX Mike is like, don't mind me. He's going to be able to be just fine. So, still, 1-for-1 our score. As far as the carries go, it looks like just 17 for 8 on your Drow Ranger, as well as 17 for 9 on Stylo. So, even with the rotations, Ush keeping up with the last hits being just fine. Mid laner's pretty even. Puck's still dominating, which is kind of expected in the early stages, like was mentioned. Going to have the good damage, and the Drow helping out, make sure that DK has to kind of stay off the lane of Apollo Crow. Even with a point in Dragon's Blood, he can't really deal with that. Top lane, Stomp, Double Edge coming up on the Fluff, and yeah, well, that's the burst from the Centaur, level 3. Double Edge does a lot of damage, but there's going to be a dive bottom. They're looking for Lust. He TP's out. Spotted. Going to be able to get away from there, so. Still 2 for 1. Dragontail. Dragon Form is popped, and both of these lineups kind of want to get their farm. Like Centaur wants to get his Blink Dagger and go. Looks like he's opting to be kind of greedy, not really finish his Tranquil Boots. Get his Blink Dagger about 200 gold earlier. Sweet MC. I mean, you're a support gyro. You need a fair amount of items. You kind of need your Arcane Boots at the very least. And Marana wants a bit, at least wants level 6 or 7. Wants the Phase Boots before really getting too active. So everyone kind of wants to farm. DK manages to secure an Invis Rune. Stampede going to be used. Where are they using it? They're using it bottom lane. Disruption going to be there. Soul Catcher as well. Lust. He gets arrowed. Starstorm going to be able to finish him off, but Nyx, SNA, he TPs to the bottom lane, throws out an Illusory Orb, eats a lot of freaking damage from the Rocket Barrage. But Living Armor is going to be able to help him out. IX Mike's still jungling, so he's going to get his hand of money. Things will be fine. So, just a 1 kill on a support, Stampede being used, and looking okay for Maruchan. As far as the late game goes, I don't know exactly who I'd favor. Moonlight Shadow being used. They're going to be using it to initiate somewhere. I'm not sure, but I think that Dragon Knight was spotted by the creep wave. I'm not sure what that was about. Is anyone really... Oh, Stella was pretty low health. Just taking a lot of damage from Thunderstrike, I guess. Mid lane as well. HC is there. Dream Coil has been committed. IX might keep it in as well, but Dragon Tail onto him. And the Swan Shard is going to be able to keep him alive, but IX Mike, now he hits level 6. So now Wrath of Nature is on the board. Where's Centaur? Okay, he's down there. Let's hope he didn't get killed in top lane by Drow. Still, slowly inefficiency. The cores coming out from Sneaking Nyx Assassins are getting a little bit ahead as Drow and Puck are sitting pretty far up. A little bit of jungling coming out from Centaur and Gyrocopter, both just getting low health, it's fine. Lust getting a lot in this offlane, almost level 6. And Centaur dies to a neutral. That was not intentional. He did not mean to do that, but he did, so he's going to go back to the fountain, a little further away from the Blink Dagger. Haste Rune spotted bottom, going to be camped here from Fluff. Going to be trying to get that for his good old fairy dragon buddy. And he's gone pretty defensive here. He's gone for a full null, full wand before his blink. We'll be interested to see if he manages to get away with treads. Also, bottom lane, Kinetic Storm going to be used as well, and there's going to be a gyro goes down as well, but IX Mike manages to secure a kill there. And bottom is able to get away.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So now they can push this tower. I was thinking Puck would come down there with the Dream Coil and the haste, but didn't get there in time. Everyone just died really quickly, so that's just sometimes what happens. They're back up. Whether they choose to glyph this or not, I'm not sure. Hand of Money now picked up here from Ush. As expected, getting a draw range of a level 11 helps immensely. Also accelerates her farm. She doesn't really have to be Lice, please don't do this again. Do not do this again. You need a Blink Dagger, man. Okay, 1 HP. Calculated. By the way, Dragon Form popped mid lane. Dream Coil going to be committed as well. They almost get the tower down. Oh, Illusory Orb does so much damage, but Sweet MC doing a lot with the Rocket Barrage. And able to clean him up with a right click is the Dragon Knight Lust. He's going on to Sweet MC, manages to get him as well. Ush comes in, he throws a gust on the Stylo. Lust, he's able to get away. Is there a glimpse as well? Moonlight Shadows are going to be used. Do they have any detection? Do they have any detection? No, it looks like they don't. So the tower is going to be able to get saved. With the Treant Protector, they're going to be able to get that as well. So Living Armor going to start healing that up. They don't need to deny that. I mean, prioritizing healing Lust a bit as well.
Bottom tower
So,
is
8-4, Sneaking Nyx Assassins getting a lot of kills in a very short amount of time. And IX Mike going to be going for the Shadow Blade. So the initiation build coming out from Nature's Prophet is going for the Shadow Blade as well as just TPing in, go for the Shadow Blade, and then hex someone, what have you. And if they don't use detection, it's totally fine. Stampede going to be used bottom lane. They're going to be going on IX Mike. And come on. Alright, he manages to live. Only 739 HP. I did not expect that. Fluff and stuff. gets out with Undercover of Nature's Guise as well. But in the meantime, Drow just farming, and Puck goes and finishes the treads before the Blink Dagger. So probably have a Blink Dagger around like 12 minutes, 13 minutes or so. But the initiation's been fine. Well, Blink, Double Edge, and can't get to the orb. Shows off the Blink Dagger there from Lice, and you'll get him. Dragon Tail is popped, and now he finally buys his Rankle Boots. So kind of unfortunate, sometimes you just use your orb to farm, and then you die. Hurts, but IX Mike going to be keeping in a top lane, forcing the leap, and Ush comes in. He has the Gust as well, switches to Agility, tries to get a little bit more damage, and going to be able to clean him up there. IX Mike currently dominating, sitting at 4-0. In the mid lane, they will be going for this tower with the Dragon Knight. Obviously a counter to the Living Armor for the Treant Protector for the same reason that Jakiro was in the last game. Going to be able to eat through these charges, and they know there's no glyph, but Blink, Double Edge on the Lust. Launch Chargers are going to be able to keep him alive for a fair amount of time. Buff and stuff, he comes in, he takes damage from the Breathe Fire though. Call Down was used on absolutely nothing. And SNA, he moves in, he commits a Dream Coil as well. He's going to be getting the right clicks, but he gets Dragon Tailed. So we didn't see, he's coming up. I mean, Dragon Knight's trying to mana up onto Fluff and stuff, but now there are 3 here. He's so tanky, he's not going to be able to get it, but tower is saved. In the meantime, top getting pushed. Precision Aura has been activated, so this is going to go down very, very quickly. So still, I think that was worth it for Sneaky Nyx Assassins. They save their tower, they get a tower as well. And it was just a kill on one support, Arrow to Fly. Oh, it hits Ush. It hits Ush. Is he able to get away here? Starstorm going to be there. IX Mike, he sprouts. But the Blink Double Edge going to be able to secure. So long range arrow, Ush standing in one place. Well, IX Mike uses the Shadow Amulet. He's able to get away. Interesting that he didn't just use the Shadow Amulet on Drow. I mean, Ush, you can use that on allies now. I guess he just kind of forgot about it. But I think that would have saved his life. But still, regardless, Potom gets a pick off there with that long range arrow. Looks like they want to be going here. This is so much action. Zuni, he drops a ward as his last dying breath. Zoning call down. They're able to get him with the zoning call down. So Gyro. Going for the support Gyro build as well, maxing Rocket and Rocket Barrage instead of going for the flat cannon. Oh, Courier gets picked off in the mid lane, and Lust, he's going to get Blink Double Edge as his 3 heroes are dead. So Lice is able to secure that kill there. Fluff and stuff, I don't know if he was the one to pick off the Courier, but he's going to be able to get out under Nature's Guise. He's kind of just been hanging out in their jungle, trying to track their movements, and can they get this goddamn tier 1 tower? That's all Maruchan is thinking. And they can't. Dream Coil on the 3, Leap immediately breaks it, 2 others break it as well. As Loser Orb going to be catching on a lot, but Fluff comes back. He has the Overgrowth on the 3, and Gyrocopter goes down immediately. Stylo is there. He's silenced from the Static Storm. He gets Kinetic Fielded as well, but there's a defensive disruption to buy him time. He buys himself the Gloves of Face for his Maelstrom before he dies in the backside of the fight. It looks like Treant Protector did go down. Dragon Knight trying to man up on Lust, but it's not. He has a Living Armor as well as the Bottle Charges. He's going to be able to live out through this, and in the meantime, bottom lane getting pushed by IX Mike, top lane getting pushed by Ush, and he goes for the Blink Drow. So Blink Drow, I think is very good for the same reason that a Blink Shadow Fiend is very good. It accelerates your farm because you're able to blink out and spend less time walking. And then the Blink Silence is actually a decent form of initiation as well. And if you see something coming very quickly, you can go for a... if you see something coming at you, you can just blink out of the way, such as the arrow, etc. And you can also, not to mention, blinking out of disruption before you take any damage. That's a great thing as well to avoid any fights from that. So, pretty smart blink pickup here from Ush, and he will be going into a Maelstrom as he's already picked up his Gloves of Haste, which is another incredible item on Drow Ranger. Especially using the charge on yourself makes people not really want to focus you in fights, and you can kind of stay back and do a lot more damage. And it's just an incredible item for the attack speed. So, in the meantime, 11-9 our score as the laning phase breaks down. It's going to be, as we expected, a lot more net worth coming out on the side of Sneaky Nyx Assassins, as we do have 2 hands of minus, just the same as the last game. Puck, bottom lane, commits a Dream Coil, gets style with the DD rune as well and the haste. And being pinged out, he's just like, hey, there's a Puck here. So, alright, pings the mid lane. That's classic. And IX Mike going to be coming down as well to the Roche. With level 11 now on Drow Ranger, they're going to be able to take out the Roche. He does a lot of damage. And with the trees to tank it, this should be an Aegis going the way of... First Aegis as expected on Dire side, going the way of Ush. So Sneaky Nyx Assassins able to secure that. So, net worth kind of skyrocketing. Next fight's going to be great. BK going to be the initiation, going for the Shadow Blade. I don't think that's really necessary when you have a Potom. Yeah, the attack speed damage is great. Or the attack speed damage is great for Dragon Knight, but maybe going for something like Drums or BKB. Potom did not go for finishing her drones. By the way, mid lane, Moonlight Shadow has to be used defensively. Was Coil committed? Not. Still on cooldown. We're trying to get the Centaur, but he was able to get away. Going straight for that Pipe of Insight. Very smart against this team with a lot of magical damage. As well as taking less damage from Double Edge is pretty nice as well. But yeah, I mean, if you have the Moonlight Shadow initiation, I don't really know if the Shadow Blade is the best choice. I mean, it's still pretty good for the attack speed and damage. I guess you don't really want to depend on the Moonlight Shadow cooldown. But it's a stylistic thing, I guess. So, well, hold on, my sound in my ears just went out. Do the pings work? Whatever, play the game without... Oh, there we are. Okay, cool. Sound's back in my head. I can hear things now. Alright, anyway. Called on going to be used on some creep waves, just farming the stacks, and they're all kind of farming together. And this is kind of where we saw them falling down the last game. They just kind of farm together, whereas Sneaky Nyx Assassin just know how to take tabs on the map. Like, look at where all of their wards are. They know where everyone is. And because of that, they're able to split up and farm and get a lot more out. And if you just farm more efficiently, it's kind of the same thing as in StarCraft. Whenever you can just make more workers than your opponent, you just have more stuff. And at a certain point, execution just doesn't matter as much as one would think. Just because if you have more money, like whatever. So, double Maelstrom going to be coming out as Furion going to be going for one instead of a control item. You're looking to push out those lanes, get that map control. D-warning the jungle gets bursted down. Oh, look at what these supports have to deal with. And then DK comes and steals the last hit on the Lord. Taking that 50 gold. What a jerk. Potom a little bit sad here. She's died 4 times, and DK, the highest net worth on his team, really doesn't have too much to write home about. Just a Shadow Blade, Treads, and Bracer. Probably going to be looking towards that BKB pretty soon. Fluff and stuff. He has picked up an early gem to make sure that there's lots of D-warning. He's also got Sage's Mask. I don't know what that's going to be, but he's going to feed the gem. Alright. That kind of sucks, but Kinetic Storm, Static Storm, Kinetic Field, Static Storm, doing a lot of damage. They pick off the Gyro, and with the TP in, looks like they're going to pick off Lice. Ice Mike going to be able to get him as well. Glimpse coming back from Stylo, and Ice Mike is doing a surprising amount of damage here, especially with that Drow Ranger aura and Moonlight Shadow going to be used, but SNA, he comes in, he's very low. I don't know if he's going to be able to tick down to the negative burn charge, but it looks like he'll be able to live. And, well, Shadow Demon comes in, Ice Mike, he's going to go down, and Dream Coil going to be coming in, the Regoose, and SNA, he's managing to get the kill on the Dragon Knight. Potom, she gets away with a little bit of health, and that's a team wipe, essentially. Where did the gem end up? Did the gem end up? It ended up in Stylo's inventory, so he got away with the gem, at the very least. But still, top lane being pushed. Lots of damage to this tower. Rocket gonna hit her eventually. It's gonna be annoying. There's a Rocket. He tries to click it down, but it's whatever. So still, the cool thing about Precision Aura as well, the bonus damage, is it's pretty much like a DD rune for all these ranged and melee creeps. They get 27, I think it's... The active, it gives like a bonus 41 or something. It's something crazy like that. But basically, catapults and range creeps hit absurdly hard. So even just with activating Precision Aura every 2 minutes, you can always keep your lanes pushed. So Precision Aura, Wrath of Nature, I mean, even against mega creeps, it works out incredibly well. So Smoke's picked up. They know they need to do something. They're getting out-farmed, same as the last game. They're having Deja Vu. All the towers are still up for Sneaky Nyx Assassins, so... Smoke's picked up. Let's see if they can really make it worth it. It's kind of like... I kind of feel like I'm watching the same game again. Just Sneaky Nyx Assassins doing pretty well in their lanes, farming very effectively, and, well, the gank train begins. Puck going to be picked off instantly, but Kinetic Field Static Storm is there. Overgrowth on 5! Going to be doing a lot. Call Down is there as well. Stampede coming in. They ping out Fluff and stuff. He's going to go down. And the rest of the team just really not in position because they're taking top Rex. Or top tower. Glyph is going to be used and space created, I guess. I mean, Pug gets bursted down. That's just what she's susceptible to. Going for the Dagon. Looking for the burst damage coming out. And Ush, he blinks up to the high ground. And there's the Starfall. Going to be there, but Gush is there as well. Thunderstrike able to finish him off. DK comes in. Does not get the Dragon Tail. Now he does, but that's just in the Aegis' Immortal. Ice Mike comes in. He's going to finish off Student C under the Sprout. Dragon Form is used, but Ush, he's able to blink away this fight. Lust, he's coming in from the backside of the fight. Is he going to be able to get a kinetic field onto Dragon Knight? Nah, there's a Shadow Blade away. IX Mike is there as well. He's got his Shadow Blade, and still 2 for 1, or 2 for 0 on that Rigu's there, plus the Aegis. So Puck picks up the Dagons on the respawn. This is going to go bottom lane, and I'd imagine that Seeking Nyx Assassin, they know they're getting more out of the map, so they're just going to wait, keep controlling the jungle, wait for the next Roche, keep Fluff and stuff controlling their woods by walking around under nature's guise, being an obnoxious son of a gun all the time. And this just happens. This is why Tree is so popular too. It's just, if you keep all your tier 1 towers alive, this happens. You gain map control and you out-farm them, and then it just almost doesn't matter. It's like easy mode gaming if you just have more items and more farm than them. Like, it's almost like you can just walk into team fights and just kind of press every button in some arbitrary order, and, well, if they don't have the HP pool, they don't have the levels to deal with it, whatever. Still, smoke going to be used, Sentry Ward going to be dropping, and Sneaky Nyx Assassin, they're doing the same thing, but Blink, Waning Rift, Orb out. Then be able to pick off the Shadow Demon instantly, and she's going to jaunt to that orb as well. Status Storm going to be committed. Ush blinks in with the Mjolnir. He's going to be able to clean up Gyrocopter as well, so both supports are down the backside of the fight. Ix Mike, he's trying to go for Stylo as well. Centaur trying to man up on Puck, but Puck not going to be able to be bursted down, being quite elusive. Oh, but Kinetic Field catches all 3. Stylo, he's going to go down. There's a Sentry Ward to catch them all, and the Mjolnir doing so much damage, but they're going to be able to get it. This is a 4 from Nell Centaur. He's going to be going down as well. Now he blinks into the base, but Sneaking Nyx Assassins is playing this absolutely perfectly. And they have a Drow Ranger, so the base is going to go down, and GG comes out from Sweet MC. So looking a little bit shaky in the early game, but I mean, I felt like I was watching the same game again. Keeping their tier 1 towers alive, out-farming them, and ultimately using all those to an advantage, so Seeking Nyx Assassin is going to be taking a 2-0 in this series. Maruchan going to be taking 0-2, so that's going to be it for us, everyone. Once again, I was Call Me Roxas on Twitter if you liked my casting or if you hated it. Want to let me know either way, you can follow me on Twitter there. Make sure to follow Heflatv on Twitter and YouTube, or Twitter and Facebook at Heflatv, and Heflamoke on YouTube on your screen. We'll be back tomorrow with some more action. Will be announced on the social media. If you liked these tournaments, make sure you support it at joinDOTA.com. Check out the joinDOTA League, as well as making sure you support both those teams that brought you these games. So thank you for watching, and hope you have a good one. Until next time, see you then.